I mean, the concerns were overwhelming at the beginning because you're taking on a novel which sold 8 million copies worldwide, and everybody loves the book. The more I got into it, the more I discovered how people really worship the book, and you just want to make sure you get it right. That you not only get the essence of the novel right, but also you get the culture right. And which is a whole, I don't come from that culture, I don't know that culture, so it's really discovering the culture and the details of the culture from scratch, and that was an incredible, learning curve and enlightenment to me, and I'm very thankful to Khaled that he wrote such a beautiful and important book and shared this beautiful, important story with the world, because I think I think it will bring a lot of positives and a lot of healing, and it has already through the book.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the main concern was before I met Mark, that I wouldn't recognize Afghanistan, I wouldn't recognize my culture, I wouldn't recognize my story, my characters, and the emotional lives that I had created for these characters on the screen. But once I met Mark, and once I saw how he was shooting the film, and once the film was finally ready for screening, and I saw it, I mean, I was really just kind of swept away by it, and I saw the emotional arc of my story on the screen. I saw Hassan, and I saw Amir, and I saw that story unfolding before me, and I felt that he really captured my novel, and made a film that I think even without the novel would really stand on its own, and could be admired for its own virtues.
Oh yes, absolutely. I felt like if Khaled would embrace the movie, then I felt I succeeded, because I felt it's truly his baby, and he created it, and I felt I was trying to basically tell his story, and I felt it was crucially important for me that he would embrace the film, because I felt the most important thing was for me to honor Khaled's story and honor his culture, and it's, if I would have let him down, it would have been very hard for me. To begin, when I read the novel, I just couldn't imagine the two boys flying kites in Afghanistan in the 70s and speaking English to one another. It just didn't. I couldn't like sort of see that. I felt it didn't feel authentic to me. It didn't feel real to me. I felt it was crucial that the two boys speak Dari to one another. And also on another level, if they then would leave Afghanistan, let's assume we would have done it in English, and they moved to America, what would have they spoken broken English there, or what kind of English would have they spoken there with other Americans? So it all didn't make sense to me. I thought it was crucial that the film is being made in Dari, and we were scouting for talent all over the world, and a lot of the places where Afghans settled around the world, and also in Kabul and Iran, and we went to find the kids in Kabul.
I mean, in retrospect, it seems that there's never really any choice, another way of doing it. It was very hard for me to imagine this film with established Hollywood actors speaking in English. I think it would have been a completely different experience. There's a purity, something very organic about this film, and I think a lot of it comes from the fact that these actors, especially the children, are on the screen speaking in their indigenous tongue, and there's something very transporting about that, and film is all about transporting you to another world, and I don't think you could have accomplished that if they were speaking English. I think that was a very crucial decision.